Welcome back to another week in my life. This week has been good, and I've been rebuilding my marketing company, and alongside that, I've been telling you guys that I wanted to review the MacBook Neo. I've been testing it out for the past few weeks, and it's been fitting in my life great with this new rebuild for my marketing company. So I'm going to be telling you guys about the pros and cons, how it fits in my life, and how it can fit into you guys'. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this vlog.
Yo, what is up? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm Carlos Harris. If you guys are new here, welcome to the channel. I do life developmental content, tech content, travel content, and overall just content to push you to be the best version of yourself, chase your dreams, and achieve whatever success that you want in life. One thing that I was thinking about that came to mind, literally right off the top of my head when I was running, consistency. Consistency makes everything easier in life. And the reason I related to that is because I haven't been consistently running like I usually do. And now I'm back on marathon training and I had to do 2.5 miles today. And although in Texas it is like 90 degrees, that 2.5 miles was way harder than it needed to be. And it's because I haven't been consistent. And that's just like with anything in your life. If you haven't been consistent with something, it tends to be harder and harder and harder. The more you do it, the easier it becomes. So whatever you're trying to achieve, work towards that on a daily basis through your habits of staying consistent to reach towards that goal. Because as soon as you fall off and you let those days just compile into weeks and then months, it's harder to get back on track. Again, bring it back to running. You'll be out of breath way faster than you normally would if you were just consistent with doing it. It doesn't have to be super long mileage, but you consistently show up and it becomes easier for you to get back into something and then get back into a flow. So whatever it is in your life that you're not consistent at right now, if you want to pause the video, write down something and be like, bro, I haven't been consistent in this. This is what I want to change. Or if you guys want to drop a comment down below of what you haven't been consistent with and use that as a form of accountability, do that for yourself too. But through these videos and through these vlogs that I'm dropping, I want to show you guys the repivot and the rebrand of my life of rebuilding. And I'm rebuilding another business, which I'll be showing some more tech in here with the MacBook Neo and how I use it in my daily life to build this new business that I'm going to be starting. It's a part of my marketing company, but it's changing it into something else that serves a creator the way that I see a creator needing to be served at this point in time. So I will be rebuilding that and also just showing you guys the power of showing up for yourself. The more you show up for yourself, the more results that you'll see in your life. You're gonna have peaks, you're gonna have valleys. And one thing that I remembered in a sermon that I literally just watched the other day is when you are serving something, or like it was talking about how Jesus is the good shepherd. You can also allow negative things in your life to be the shepherd of your life, and you're continuing to feed that and let that drive your decisions. Make sure that you are being led by something good. All the pain and all the turmoil and trials and stuff that you went through your life, do not let that be the leading, or don't let that be the shepherd of your life. If that makes sense, have something that you're being led by that's positive instead of led by something that's negative, and you'll have better results. Because trust me, when you're led by negative opinions and thoughts and those things, you make really shitty decisions. If you're led by something good, you have more grace, you have more class, and you honestly just get blessed more. So yeah, let's rebuild, let's do the things we need to do, and let's jump into this vlog. On another note, because you guys can see the soccer game going on behind me. So it's Portugal versus Spain, and it's here in Dallas. So of course, we want to go because it's Cristiano Ronaldo's last FIFA or whatever. So I'm like, all right, cool. Let me put out a story and see if I can get some tickets from a brand. My homie reached out. They could do half price, which half price was $2,500 for 2 tickets. So I was like, nah, bro, I'm not trying to pay if there's a brand, whatever. Then my other homie had hit me up and was like, yo, I might have a weigh-in with FC Dallas. That did not come through. And then there was somebody I followed. I guess they had 2 extra tickets. Bro hit me with the, oh, I can get you 2 extra tickets for $6,000. Let me tell y'all something. because I be talking about my finances and stuff on here. I do not care how much money I make per month. I'm not paying $6,000 to go to one game. Insanity. Like I definitely want to attend like a FIFA game, but it got to be some like, I would have paid maybe $1,600 for 2 tickets. That's it. 6 bands, bro. I just want to keep reiterating to y'all. Whenever y'all get money, act broke, because making financial decisions like that instead of investing like $6,000 are impulse decisions that don't lead to good results like later in life. So I'm gonna enjoy the game right here. I got a consultation call in like 40 minutes or so, but I've been loving the soccer, but at the same time, that's just ridiculous. All right, I'm at the gym, and as y'all know, I love working out at home, and one of the best pieces of equipment I have is this Smith machine from RITFIT. This is the M1 Pro. I originally started out with the regular cage. They upgraded me to this, and the functionality of it, from the cable pulls to the Smith machine to the stack weights down here, I really love it. And they got all the attachments and stuff that you can add on to get all your workouts done. RITFIT has been a blessing, and I just want to continue to expand my gym as I get a larger space, because they do have this. They have the little leg press, or not the leg press. This is a leg curl and leg extension. I eventually want to get the leg press because I can do a lot of my lower body stuff on there and not have to just rely on the Smith machine here. So as I keep expanding, I'll keep adding on my equipment. But I love their stuff. Super affordable, it's functional, it fits within the space that you have. It's not too bulky, it's not too wide. The depth on it is perfect to be fitting inside here. This is like a 2-car garage, and as you can see, like I have a ton of different equipment in here. So I love this because running, I have to do more like strength training and stuff on my legs to make sure that I have the capability to run 26.2 miles during marathons, or if I'm doing a half, whatever it is. And this functions a bunch of different ways. From the extension on here, you could just sit down, do the extensions, and then just easily, let's just say if you want to do calf raises, you can easily just raise this up, adjust this however you need to, be able to do calf raises. And if you want to just go into leg curls, you can adjust this too, lay this down, bam, and then you can just go straight into curls if you need to, bam. So the functionality on this is great. You can also do like hip lifts if you don't want to do it on the Smith machine. I would say you could probably do up to almost like 10 exercises on this one piece of equipment. So if you're looking to just save space and not have to get a bunch of different things for your lower body days, that is great. If you want to just get everything in, from pull-ups, squats, bench press, pulls, whatever you need, the M1 Pro is great. And I think they have like a M2 Pro that is like even better than this, but this is what I have for right now. I'm about to get a workout in, show y'all some B-roll of how I use the equipment, and click the link down below in the description to check out RITFIT. My discount code will be down there. And if you're building out your home gym, make sure you have this equipment.
Gotta, cutter, ladder, orders, dollars, quarters, wrist, water, rich, porter, honor, gonna, wanna, come on, hunter, hey, hummer, stunner, sunner, summer, Benny, hunter, cooker, hey, my crew, hey, surf up, wave, pop it, I been sipping acorn, rich nigga on A1, baby, ducking in acorn, baby, butter pecan, bringing it on a refund, breaking up bed till I see the sun, I fuck the jet, keep him get on her neck, she only call me for 6, speeding that bitch, I stick up my foot on their neck, finna put on the wrist, I used to drop it at X, from the slug gotta keep you a gun, I'm not a regular pedestrian, fucking hoe by the weekend remind, she want me sticking it deep.
And it's not a starry sky, my baby told me with a sigh, saying words that came across as a doubt. I reassured
know, I picked up the MacBook Neo, and I'm going to show you guys basically the simple unboxing experience. All it comes with is this MacBook Neo box right here, and whatever color you got is going to be displayed all along the box right here. MacBook Neo in the citrus colorway. And it also comes with the charger brick. This is a 20-watt charging brick, and then a USB Type-C cable and a couple of things of paperwork. And that's pretty much it as far as the unboxing experience. Now, right off the bat, my first initial, reaction to picking this up and actually filling this for a $599 laptop, it surely does not feel like that. Apple created a new product to introduce a lot of new people into the Apple ecosystem, and the price point on this, I'm not gonna lie, it is a steal for what it is. Your regular MacBooks, like my MacBook Pro upstairs, is gonna run you upwards of like $2,000 now. This being $599 is great. Internal storage on this one is the 256 gigabyte, 13-inch Retina display on this, and then 8 gigabytes of internal RAM storage on this, which is why it can't do all the tasks that I need to, but it can get a lot of the things done that I do need. If you want to upgrade for an additional $100, you can get the Touch ID on there. I decided not to go with that because it really wasn't necessary for me to have that. But if you want a more of a premium feel, then you can have the little Touch ID. I actually have it on my MacBook Pro upstairs, but got it in a citrus colorway. They also have it in like a blush, indigo, and I think like a silver that they have, but this one's the most appealing. I really love it, and again, for the $599 price point, you can't beat it. And I'm gonna jump into a comparison of this and my MacBook Pro. All right, now a quick side-by-side comparison so you can see the size difference between these two, the MacBook Neo with a 13-inch screen and the MacBook Pro with the 16-inch screen on there. Do not get me wrong, I love having a huge display. When I edit upstairs, it's on a 32-inch monitor, so it's great. But carrying around this huge laptop all the time when I'm not using it to its full capability, which is more so the editing aspect of all like my YouTube footage or my short form stuff, I'm not needing a huge 16-inch laptop that I'm just toting around. That's where this comes into play. I can get my normal daily admin tasks done on this MacBook Neo, my emails and things like that, working on Canva. This is fully capable of handling that stuff, and it's a lot more convenient to just grab and go. So size-wise, like we said, 16-inch, 13-inch. Now, I use this backpack quite often, and when this backpack gets full, this starts to tighten here at the back where the laptop goes in. This is probably gonna go in pretty easily on here, but as you can see, I have to maneuver it and try to squeeze it in sometimes, boom, to try to get that laptop in there. It's in there, it's snug, but also it's rising all the way towards the top, almost at the top. Now, with the MacBook Neo, way more compact, way more convenient that I could just boom, pop this, grab it, slide it in the back of there, way easy. Plenty and enough room in there where it's not gonna be stacked up against anything, super tight, making the backpack even tighter. Bam, clip, and I'm ready to go. Way more compact, way easier to just maneuver and go places, and the weight difference is freaking insane. If y'all could feel this, this thing is high key. I don't know the actual weight of this laptop, but bruh, you can honestly do some curls with this thing. So when it comes to that, this is why I absolutely love this. Although it can't handle my huge task of editing, it can handle my admin work. One of the biggest goals I set for myself this year is rebuilding my marketing company from the ground up, new clients, new systems, and a completely different way of working. Surprisingly, this MacBook Neo has become a center of that process. One of the best pros we already talked about the MacBook Neo is the portability, but also the battery life is really great. So I can take this and be on the go, spend hours answering emails, building presentations, taking calls if I need to, and not having to constantly look for an outlet because the battery life is great. Another great thing that I love about this is the liquid retina display with the 500 nits of brightness. So you're able to
use this basically wherever you need to go. Two things that I've noticed about the MacBook Neo is the typing and the trackpad experience. If you're an overall Mac user and you have a pro like myself, you know the feel that comes from that is premium, it's nice, it's crisp. And that's not to say the MacBook Neo isn't great. It's just not that top tier premium feel that you're getting with a more advanced laptop like the Pro. But overall, I really love it. One more additional thing about the keyboard is it doesn't have a backlight on it, but the keys are white on this, so seeing it at night shouldn't be a problem, but it is something that it doesn't have. Another drawback that I saw that might not affect a lot of people is the amount of ports. So there's not that many ports on this computer because it's not supposed to handle that much. So if you find yourself needing to edit, you are going to have to bring an SD drive, or you can airdrop things from your iPhone if you're in the Apple ecosystem. But the lack of ports would get frustrating for somebody that is trying to take on a bunch of different tasks. But for someone like myself that's just rolling out doing admin work, it's perfectly fine. One last thing to mention is the volume on this computer. It doesn't go super loud, so it's not going to fill a room. But if you're watching a YouTube video by yourself in a quiet room, it's perfectly fine.
All right, so overall feedback. Who is this computer for? It is for a college student who doesn't have to do a whole bunch of heavy lifting, assignments, things like that. But it's also for a person like myself that literally has two different setups now, that this is for more on-the-go admin stuff, low impact type of work, and this is for the heavy duty work. As you can see back there, I got Premiere Pro up. Premiere Pro on here, I have it downloaded. I have Lightroom as well. They're gonna start to slow up as I start to put 4K footage and stuff inside of this. If you're doing more so like edits and stuff, maybe on like CapCut, short form stuff, you can get away with it with this. It's going to be maxed out, but you can get away with it. So for me, it is a great healthy balance between my heavy workload and my light workload, which in hints, 16-inch, 13-inch, large, small. So I'm definitely enjoying this, and I'm definitely just excited to see like how this stands like the test of time. Will I put a case on this like my other one? I don't know. I really like the feel of this, and I've just been really enjoying it. And for $5.99, you can't beat this. So let me know you guys' thoughts, what color you guys would pick up, and hopefully this gave you some insight on how you could use this within your creative process or as your daily driver.